Alright. Welcome back. Finally back to Haruhi. We'll start with the intro while I set everything up. Just to make sure it all works. Something like this, I think. It's tricky because the intro is so much louder than the rest of the game, so it, you know, it can trick me into setting the volume all wrong. I think the audio level is on, somehow. It looks right. Let's go. I'll let the intro play. It's cute. Oh look, she actually moves her eyes a little bit. Look at the star. Fancy. Fun times. My demo. Because it's round. Because it's the earth. Let's barge and conquer it. That's great reasoning. Because it's round. Fancy. That's real cool. Anyway, welcome back to the game. It's been a while. I kinda by accident deleted the patched ROM from my computer because I had it in the downloads folder. But because of that, yeah, I didn't play for a while because I had to patch a new one. So it took quite a while to get that done. But here we are back. Oh, Amelia Chaplin is here. I named the series Fangirl Translation as a joke. But it turns out it's not a joke, like it's real. It's an actual fan. Here we go. Anyway. I am honored to have so many people watching. We are back to episode 3. Keeping Miss Suzumiya away from the dangerous place. That's what we ought to be prioritizing right now. Perhaps she'd be a little bit more satisfying if she had a meal to fill herself up. I can't deny that such a simplistic idea crossed my mind. Barbecue. Wow, that's not a bad idea coming from you. As you can see, Haruhi jumped at the idea, surprisingly ready. We'll need to gather the equipment if we're to hold a barbecue. And of course, secure a suitable location. We can just borrow that stuff from the club or student association. Oh, it's actually voice acted at this point. I'll let them play it out. I'll boost the audio and let them talk it out themselves. Look at this face. Nagato is here? Its nutritional value is high. I love it. She's as autistic as me. Oh, new friends joining in. The internet connection is kinda low. But it looks like it will play, or at least save, and you can watch it later. I'll just close some stuff on my computer. Here we go. Oh no. This face. Hello, Metal Icarus. Ooh, we get the intro. I love how they play the intro before every story. It's like actually watching the show, always having the intro. Following the maybe I can put it a bit lower volume. You're called Metal Icarus, yet your icon is Metal Sonic. Is it? I think it is, probably. You should put an Icarus for your icon. Or be like me and have the generic Google thing. Following the departure of Tsuruya, we had business in the staff room. The rest of us, who Haruhi had dragged around for the past 2 hours, returned to the club room. Hey, what's with the big idea? There's supposed to be a ghost story to investigate here. But it's all been a misunderstanding and people seeing things wrong. What the hell do they think? I'm an idiot? It seems this constant string of dead ends has put Haruhi in a really bad mood. Even now, she's pacing around the club room like a gorilla that missed its feeding time. Where did they come up with that? It's amazing. Ugh, this sucks. Mikuru, tea. Yes? Asahina prepared tea, albeit rushed by Haruhi. She served her a cup in a disorganized panic. Gulg, gulg, gulg. Haruhi chugged down the hot tea in just 2 gulps. Does her mouth have some sort of built-in heat resistance? Alright, what ghost story should we investigate next? So the focused meter is going back to the story. Really, Haruhi, you're still up for more. Her sullen expression from mere moments ago had disappeared in an instant. Now she looks like a cat, watching something dart around in front of her. That bad temper from earlier must surely be at an altitude of about 33,000 feet by now. No doubt it's caught up in a turbulence. It's a goner, and thank goodness for that. Whatever's next, it'll end up being another misunderstanding. I'm sure of it. Personally, I'd be quite ecstatic if it actually was a misunderstanding this time. I'm telling you, we won't know if it's a mistake or not unless we investigate it, right? We can't say for sure, at least. One of them won't turn out to be real, can we? Seems like Haruhi is just as motivated as ever. Good grief. Can't you spend that energy on something more worthwhile? You know, it's almost sunset, right? In less than an hour, it'll be pitch black outside. You don't seriously plan to stay at school overnight, do you? I'm always serious. Like, I'm thinking if I ever... No. I don't think people ever stay at school at night. Besides, the chance of paranormal encounters is at its peak during the night. We're only just getting the main event. Everything until now was the opening act. I understand what she was saying, but I didn't want to believe in it. But, we haven't arranged for any sort of dinner. Surely you don't plan on having us power through the night without any meals, right? Even I'm not that cruel. We'll set aside some time for a proper meal. Really, that's a relief. What if we used food breaks as an excuse to just go home? Yeah, that sounds good. With a full stomach, Haruhi might stop getting these weird ideas. Please, just go home and eat delicious food, to your heart's content. We can just pick up some convenience store bento boxes. That should be fine, right? Kion is not happy with bento. Looks like it's not gonna be as easy as I was hoping. Oh, and by the way, I was just at the library and I got some info. Take a look, right here. Ooh, she's getting more and more focused. Look at that contrast in their poses. Haruhi was proudly brandished a worn-out book. What is it? Inside, there are pictures of the school district from before the war. What? The war? A so-called local artifact, I see. And look, according to the book, it seems this area was frequently target of air raids. Not to mention, the area where Nord High now stands had it especially bad. Kyon, what's an air raid? It means that there were planes dropping bombs all over the place. Well, he sure knows how to put it bluntly. What? That's terrible! Yeah, war is pretty terrible. Although for us, it's just something we learn about. I didn't think Haruhi would go into World War II. That's pretty crazy. That's not a good territory to go with Haruhi. Next time we're in the countryside, you should go ask Grandma about it. Yeah, maybe not. I'm sure she could spend an entire evening talking about it. Who cares about that? What's important is this. What Haruhi shoved in my face was the cover of yet another worn-out book. That's an anthology from the old literature club, right? That's right, there are tons of interesting stories in here. Ooh, oh, she's got distracted. That's good. I wonder what this little meter up here is. Haruhi said as much while flipping through the cheaply bound book. I'm kinda glad the translator can't watch the stream, because she'd just tell me everything, and then it would be too easy. I don't know who on earth wrote these, but why do they seem like ghost stories? Was the literature club full of occult freaks back then? Well, what sort of stories are in the book? Let's see. This one, for instance. Teacher on patrol notices that the lights are still in the gymnasium. And one of the stories, if I skip to the middle, the teacher then hears the sound of people talking, as well as some music, wondering if some sports club is still practicing. They take a look and... Oh, thank you. Oh my, there was no one inside. Yeah. It was all in that teacher's head, obviously. Or they'd be drinking on night duty one of those. Here's another one. A bronze statue in the country yard that cries tears of blood. Tears of blood? Our school doesn't have any bronze statues to begin with. They're probably melted during the war, I guess. Oh, and this one's the piece of the Resistance. When buying a cup of juice from the vending machine, in Genkatsu Square every so often, the juice will come out before the cup. I didn't get it. Oh, I guess like a broken machine. But that doesn't have anything to do with ghosts. They break all the time. Well, Asahina doesn't agree. I see. That is rather frightening. That's not even a ghost story anymore. You've just been nitpicking every little thing for a while now, Kyon. Don't just reject everything you hear. Show some spirit. How do you expect me to be enthusiastic by what you're lining up, all of these dubious stories? Ah, do try to keep composed, the both of you. We can't claim to apprehend their veracity until we ascertain it ourselves, now can we? How about we take a moment to apprise these rumors? Apprise. That's right, it's exactly as Koizumi says. Since that has been decided, let's go. Go where? Isn't it obvious? The gymnasium, of course. Set your sights on the gymnasium. Whatever. Wee! Gymnasium! Okay, everyone. Let's get there without anyone falling behind. Haruhi jaunted off to the gymnasium with a spring in her step, followed by my little sister. Of course, the rest of us are all being tugged along as well, but... Hey, Koizumi! What might be the matter? Are you sure it's okay to encourage Haruhi like that? By the looks of her, she's heading to the gym with some very high expectations. Indeed. I don't suspect it to pose an issue. Sure feels like a big problem for me. Certainly. First of all, what do you suppose it's necessary for a ghost story? Huh? What is this all of a sudden? Allow me to explain. Throughout all of the known history, that which we call ghost story must have been an origin. An origin? Indeed. For instance, an individual who passed away while carrying a grudge. Alternatively, defied animals, such as foxes or cats, make for suitable model. Only when such a seed has been planted can a ghost story be born. Okay. For class 110, there was a room that shouldn't exist. The man-eating classroom. For the case of the music room, there was the legend of the ill-fated pianist. It is my supposition that an alternative space can only be generated when Miss Suzumiya associates such an origin to the mystery at hand. I get the theory, but what's that got to do with this? Try to think back to the ghost stories Miss Suzumiya was telling us earlier. You mean about the gymnasium and the bronze statue in the courtyard? Those ones? Indeed, neither are anything more than a phenomena, are they? In such case, I would wager Miss Suzumiya's powers will have a negligible influence. Safe assumption, wouldn't you say? The greater problem, however, is the curbing Miss Suzumiya's actions at this very moment. As I mentioned previously, her current state of mind is far from ideal. If she gets stressed and generates closed space now, this will all be for naught. In other words, let her do as she pleases for a while. Correct. If possible, I'd like for us to keep her entertained for the time being. I get what Koizumi's saying. That being said, I can't shake the feeling that he's being overly optimistic here. He's telling me not to stress Haruhi out, but I sort of feel like dragging Haruhi out of the school would be better, even by force. Then again, if we actually do that, and Haruhi breaks out into a fit of unbridled rage, just thinking about it, it is enough to elicit a sinking feeling in my stomach. Alright, Kyon. Well, alright, I get it. Let's do as you say, and just watch her for a while. It'd probably be best to get her mind focused on something if possible. Yes, indeed. It seems like something we should take into consideration. Oh look, the meter here changed to 50%. Thank goodness, it looks like there are still some clubs in the middle of practice. Members of various sports clubs were practicing their hearts out in the gymnasium. If you ask me, that's quite a display of enthusiasm considering it's summer break. Though, it seems that Haruhi feels differently. With this many people here, there's no way Ghost would appear. Why can't the club activities just end right now? That would be ridiculous. The sun may be setting, but it is perfectly natural time for the sports clubs to be active. Humph. I guess we've got no choice. Welp, on to the next one. Everywhere we look is a bust. Kyon, what the heck is going on here? In this case, she's referring to the lack of a certain bronze statue. Do I need to repeat myself again? There's no bronze statue to be found. Maybe there was one in the past, but clearly there isn't one here now. I'm sure it reached an age of compulsory retirement and is currently living off its pension. This has to be a joke. How dare it disappear before we solve the mystery? Yeah, that's annoying. It certainly is a shame that the statue is gone. As for the tears, that matter could likely be explained as a simple misunderstanding. Throughout history, there are many tales of weeping statues. In all such cases, however, the culprit was merely condensation. I would imagine that this ghost story is just another iteration of the same phenomena. But they specifically said tears of blood, so it has to be red liquid, right? If it were just condensation, it'd be transparent, right? Bronze tends to rust rather easily. That's not true. Therefore, it is, though, that when condensation mixes with the rust, it turns red. Doesn't it turn like green? Even if that's true, it's really annoying that there's no statue here for me to check out for myself. Well, I'll try not to pretend I know everything about bronze statues. Gah, whatever. I've had enough of this dumb statue. Next, next, next! Dear me, looks like I should somehow manage to talk my way out of that situation. Huh? What do you mean? The truth is, what I just said was a... Okay, yeah, it was a total lie. A lie? When bronze rusts, it doesn't turn red. Far from it. Instead, it actually turns blue. Yeah, that's what I meant. It's like greenish blue. Things would have turned a bit sour if Miss Suzumiya had caught on to me. That's surprisingly risky play coming from you. Well, had the bronze statue actually been present, it certainly wouldn't have sufficed. Either way, I'm just glad Haruhi gave up on it. Alright, next should be... Oh, look at the cute benches they have. It's like logs that being cut apart. That's nice. And there's like a little... like some backside of the school. The one about the juice being dispensed from the vending machine before the cup. I wonder which vending machine it is. As if it wasn't just some rumor you learned about. Dare I say, could it be that one over there? On the outside of the vending machine, Koizumi pointed at, there was a clear message. The words, "Danger! Vending machine of terror," had been graffitied on the inside. I can't believe someone would vandalize school property like this. This school's morals have really gone down the drain, huh? Rather ironic to hear that coming from the embodiment of moral destruction herself. You got a problem? Not particularly, no. Kyon, try buying some juice from this vending machine. Why me? Isn't it obvious? Because you're the lowest ranking members of the SOS brigade. And just when such a hierarchy instilled exactly? Since the formation of the Earth, obviously. Yeah, clearly. Understand now? Come on, hurry up and buy it. Yeah. Grumbling to myself, I took some coins out of my pocket and put them in the machine. As soon as the lights flashed on me, a hand buttled in front beside me and slammed the button. Oi, Haruhi, don't just press buttons as you please. You were taking too long anyway. Have a look. By the way, she's really funny in this pose. I love it. Will it work? What? I see. That's certainly... It's certainly a vending machine of terror, alright. Of all things, yes. Of all the myriad of possibilities. When we put money in this machine and press the button, a stream of juice poured out with nothing to catch it, and an empty cup came shortly after it. What the heck was that? Oi, Haruhi, you better pay me back. Don't look at me. Take up your complaints up with a vending machine. Damn it. There goes 100 yen. It just feels so horrible when this happens. Like there's these coffee machines here in Slovenia that you have to put your own cup before you get the coffee. I don't know why, but it's like you always forget, you know. It just frustrates me to think about it. Well, there goes Kion's 100 yen. Poor Kion. There. Aww. To be fair, that's a mystery solved for only 100 yen. Quite the steal, wouldn't you say? If it's such a steal, then how about you pay up? Hey, this works out quite nicely. As she spoke, Haruhi suddenly inserted a coin and pressed the button. Where's my cup? It's still within the vending machine. Naturally, the juice Haruhi bought poured into my cup and... glug glug glug. Ah, ice cold and refreshing. Hey, that's my cup. You better pay the usage fee. I've already used it, so who cares? What's with this outrageously oppressive attitude, as if there's nobody watching? Hey, Kion, I want the juice too. Gotcha. I'll buy you one then. Though, I'd rather not use this machine of terror. Let's go to the ones on the other side. Oh, hello there. Yay! Just juice! Juice! She's gonna get juice too. And Haruhi's getting distracted by the juice. So now that you're here, you can tell me what this up here means. Is it connected to the distraction meter? Haruhi ran over to the machine opposite to the cafeteria with my sister tagging along. What's that? Where are Asahina and Nagato? Is something the matter? Well, Asahina and Nagato are... Oh, it's weird. You had a bad ROM. Oh, this is a glitch, actually. This is glitched. I thought it was, like, supposed to be like this. That sucks. I'll try to fix it next time. I thought it was, like, just some fancy sand or something. Too bad it's a glitch. It's a small version of the Haruhi meter. That's nice. By the way, this person is actually the translator of the game. I feel so... That's some major pressure here. Maybe they're late because they stopped somewhere on the way here. Nagato was here, normal, expressionless self, while Asahina looked pale for some reason. Something seems a little off. Could something have happened to them? Is something the matter? You don't look so well. Just on the other side. Please, calm down first. Just take a deep breath. Go on, do it. I like the violin in the background when the intense moment starts. And I love how she becomes a cat. After some focused deep breaths, Asahina seemed to have calmed down a little. Over there, we saw a girl. She had long hair. It's not someone I know. And then, right before my very eyes, she gradually disappeared. Was it the same girl I saw before? Nagato, did you see her as well? I did not. However, there was a notable fluctuation amongst the local data links. But, it was truly like a ghost. The designation of ghost is merely a concept rooted in specific preconceived notions. I'm sure there's gotta be some student association or whatever with that stuff. No. It can be assumed that its traits resemble those typically associated with ghosts. So, it really was a ghost after all. Eee. Oh no, Asahina! As Asahina began to faint, I hurriedly supported her by the shoulder. Hang in there, please. If Haruhi looks over right now, things will get very complicated. That's right. As the singularities develop, I fear it is only a matter of time before they discover. At this rate, it's probably risky having Haruhi stay in the school. Indeed. Imagine there's only so much time left before the game is up. Which means our only option is to change our approach. What do we do, Kyon? If possible, we should drag Haruhi off campus. I agree. As things currently stand, we must play by ear. Holding Miss Suzumiya at the water's edge as she's searching relentlessly for new wonders. I don't suspect we can maintain this high wire act forever. Yeah, that makes sense. However, dragging Miss Suzumiya out by force represents its own danger. Alright, Koizumi, what do you suggest we actually do then? I suggest that we offer her a recreational respite. A situation that would grab Miss Suzumiya's interests even more than the 7 wonders. I see, taking advantage of Haruhi's short attention span. If something more interesting is happening, her interest may shift accordingly. But what could possibly interest her more than the 7 wonders right now? We should take action as soon as possible. Easier said than done. How about we all eat dinner together? Oh, thank you. Unfortunately, I don't imagine that will buy us much time. Okay. Hold on. That might not be such a bad idea. An epiphany shot through my mind. The a quintessential summer event. They walk around. A barbecue, huh? That's not a bad idea coming from you. As you can see, Haruhi jumped at the idea surprisingly easily. Are you okay, Kyon? Is something wrong with you? Well, since everyone's here and it's summer vacation, it'd be a wasted opportunity to just get a convenience store bento, alright? Well, I guess I can agree with you on that. But don't we have to make preparations? What about the ingredients and equipment? I love this face. I can't get enough of it. We'll be making arrangements, of course. After all, I did go out of my way to choose the more time-consuming option. Of course, there's no way I can tell Haruhi that. Man, I'm kinda hungry. The game's gonna tease me with grill. I would love to have some grill. Those efforts included in the suggestion. With things like this, even the preparation work should be enjoyed, don't you think? After all, if we're having a summer camp, we ought to have as much fun as we can. Koizumi backed me up without missing a beat. That will surely strengthen the bond of our SOS brigade. What do you say, Miss Suzumiya? Yeah. Personally, I'd like to complete the 7 wonders as soon as possible, but I have to value everyone else's opinion as well, right? It's my duty as the brigade chief. She's getting distracted. That's nice. Try as she might to give me a believable excuse, the subtle arc at the corner of her mouth told us everything we needed to know. Look at the cute note. Alright then, let's do it, barbecue. But if we're gonna do this, we're gonna make it as fun from start to finish. Cool. I'm glad you're appreciating my micro voice. I'm really living the character. The loading is pretty long. I hope the game didn't glitch. It sounds like the music's working though. Yeah, that'd be quite underwhelming. Hello? The game might actually glitch. That's too bad. Maybe it went bad when I was patching the ROM. Is the game dead? I've never seen this happen before. Yeah, I've never seen it either. Looks like it's dead. That's annoying. Well, we spent 36 minutes of it. Seems like it'd be a bit annoying to go back again. I don't know what I can do about it right now. Let's see. Looks like I'm not having good luck with this game. Maybe there was an error while I was patching it. Yeah, but I don't know. I have no choice but to reset, but it would take half an hour to get back to where I started.
Suzumiya Haruhi.
So looks like I'll have to continue it some other time. That's not a problem. I'll just get to this spot off stream. And it was 36 minutes, so it's fine. Thank you everyone for your kind comments. I got 5 likes actually. Wow. We had found that one of the ROMs online is a bad dump. Yeah. Looks like I'll have to get a new ROM. Anyway, I am really glad that you jumped in. And I'm really amazed by the hard work you did to translate this. Like, there's genuinely a ton of text in here. I guess I can take the time to look around like these. What do these do? What is this part of the game? So you can go. I've never tried this before. Is this like a room where you can replay scenes? Or what is this? Cool. These are the cards you use during the puzzle game, right? You can view all the different options. Oh, that's really cool. This means you can have a look at them without replaying the game. It's pretty nice, actually. Most of the topics have 4 different variations for each character. What was Kyon thinking, getting Yuki involved? Well, whatever, I'll deal with this after the summer campus. For now, let's just meet up with Kyon and the others. I hope I was able to buy some time. Do your best, Kyon. Cool, it's nice. B. I love the graphics. The little cards. M, N, K. Japan, the nation of games. That was definitely one highlight. Mikuru's Trust. Silent Observer. Deadline. That's cool. Say, oh, it also saves the game for you. What else can I do here? I can look at the album. Let's see the album. Oh, what is this? That's cool. It's all the images from the story. This girl looks so much like Yuki. Except the long hair. But she really looks the same. I'm really wondering what the secret behind is. She does look a bit like Yuki. And we have this. I love that they brought Kion's little sister. But it actually makes sense because it's the summer holidays, so like even story-wise. The magic mouth. Look, there's there's even the magic broom brush or whatever. Yeah, look. There's even 2 alternative ones. You can make an animation. What are you doing? Cool. Anything else to explore? Music also. This is the music. That's so cute. Aww. I love it when games used to do that. Like when they would give you like a little music player. I remember Legend of Zelda Minish Cap had that too. You could listen to all the songs. The green board has completion and different routes and stuff. Oh, that's cool. So this is like if you wanna max out everything. We are 27% in. 18%. Character endings, puzzle phase completion. That's sweet. Look, there's even the magic tree from the magic tree, the wishes they made. Like for the reason I'm playing Haruhi is because when there was, because it was Christmas and I was home at my family, I tried to think of like some Christmas themed stuff to watch, and I remember that like Haruhi has Christmas themes. So I randomly picked up the Bamboo Leaf Rhapsody episode, just randomly, and then just randomly we decided to watch The Disappearance. And it was just by complete accident, I watched the 2 episodes which connect by each other. Yeah, it's actually the first episode I ever watched was I actually started with the Disappearance movie because somebody uploaded it on YouTube, and in those good old days, like, you would have whole films on YouTube. Oh, you did too? That's cool. It's a really funny way to start the series, but I think it's actually a really good way to start it. It's, I don't know, it's a bit odd, but it's a good way to start. It would probably be better if you started with the episode. I watched Disappearance first because it was highly rated on my anime list. I didn't realize it was a series that came before it. Yeah, the same for me. I still remember it. Oh. Like, I watched it on my phone, down in bed. It was fun times. There's everything here. A little fridge. There's even the maid dress. It's cute details. That's so cool. Ah, okay, I watched this before. You get to walk around. I like the gameplay. The game is set right after Remote Island Syndrome. Ah, okay. Look at the sigh. It's amazing. I think this is all there is to do in the room. Nice flooring, by the way.
Suzumiya Haruhi no chokuretsu.
It looks so funny when it's like this. She looks a bit derpy. Of course it was different on actual DS. Config. Okay, this is just settings. It'd be kind of nice if I could make the text faster. Can I do that? Dialogue skipping. Skip already read. Badge dialogue display. I think if I put badge dialogue display, it's gonna be easier to read. Yeah, thank you, thank you. That's gonna be actually easier. Because, like, reading this DS text, it's not the most readable text there is. But I am grateful to this game because the text is in front of a dark green box. So it actually looks like really good because of that. Still stumble, but there are also the puzzle settings. Puzzle interrupt scenes. I think I'll leave this as it is. I'm not sure what it does anyway. You can erase the data, of course. Sound. That's so cool. I'm glad so many people are enjoying me playing the game. I guess I'll have to play Haruhi games more. Well, that's about it that I can do for now. Amelia and Metal Icarus, thank you both very much for commenting. It was a pleasure. And, oh, I wanted to do a cat, actually. That's cool. Hairetsu, the Wii game. Thank you. Aww, that's cool. I'm surprised there's so many Haruhi games. Like, they're kind of obscure. People don't really, you know, they're not that well known. You have to, like, look into them. I mean, you can find them easily, but you have to look into them to find them. They're not really